Welcome to another episode of the Functional Longevity Podcast, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. My name is Chris Border, best-selling author and owner of Y.E.S Fitness. And I first would like to take a moment to thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I think you'll find this topic very interesting. Before I go further, I want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Y.E.S Fitness. Most people lose energy, strength, and the ability to enjoy life as they age. At Y.E.S Fitness, we help people age 40 plus live longer and enjoy those extra years doing the things they love to do. So, Quentin, thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say today. I'm going to give you a little bit of housekeeping right here. If you would like a transcript or a timestamp of today's episode, you can head on over to yesfitnessct.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page where you'll find podcasts. Click on that link and you'll have access to all of our now 249 episodes. You can also get this broadcast wherever podcasts can be found. One other thing to remind you about is we are running our $25 for 25 days. It is our anniversary promotion. Come on board for 25 days and find out just what it's like to be a member here at Y.E.S Fitness. There's a reason why we last 25 years. It's because we are an environment that people enjoy exercising at and getting results. So if you ever thought about checking us out, maybe you're exercising, you need some ideas. Maybe you're not exercising at all. Maybe you've been exercising for a long time and you just want to kick it up a notch. Drop us a line over at info.yesfitnessct.com and head on out, schedule a strategy session, and grab yourself that special promotion for 25 years in business for $25. So let's get right into today's topic. Understand why muscle loss at age 75 is so scary and how to prevent it. So today we're going to delve into the important topic that affects many individuals as they reach their senior years, frailty. We are living longer and longer, and it becomes more and more of a concern. Specifically, we will explore the point at which the body becomes frail around age 75, with a focus on concerning loss of muscle mass. But fear not, because we'll discuss research-backed strategies we can adopt to prevent and combat this issue. So let's jump right in. Frailty is a condition characterized by decreased strength, endurance, and overall physical function. It often occurs in older adults, typically around the age of 75. We see a large drop off at age 75 in muscle mass and the ability to do things. And as the body undergoes natural changes associated with aging, one of the most significant contributors to frailty is the loss of muscle mass known as sarcopenia. Research published in the Journal of Gerontology revealed that muscle mass starts declining as early as the fourth decade of life, with a more accelerated rate after the age of 75. A study conducted at the Mayo Clinic found that individuals can lose approximately 3 to 8% of their muscle mass per decade after age 30. So that's 3 to 8% of their muscle mass after age 30. So this starts at a young age, and we need to start addressing it now. However, the rate of muscle mass tends to increase around the age of 75, leading to a greater risk of frailty. Now let's explore the factors that contribute to this muscle loss and frailty. There's hormonal changes. These hormonal changes play a significant role. As we age, the production of hormones such as testosterone and growth hormone decreases, impeding muscle growth and repair. Additionally, sedentary lifestyles, inadequate nutrition, and chronic disease can further exacerbate muscle loss. But the good news here is that there are steps we can take to prevent and combat frailty. First and foremost, regular exercise is critical. You knew that I'd say that, and that's what the research shows. Engaging in resistance training also known as strength training or weightlifting, is particularly effective in preserving and building muscle mass. A study published in the Journal of American Medical Doctors Association examined the effects of resistance training on older adults with sarcopenia. That's sarcopenia, the loss of muscle mass. The results showed that regular resistance training performed 2 to 3 times per week led to significant increases in muscle strength and mass, as well improvements in physical performance and function. Personally, at Y.E.S Fitness and all my clients, we recommend that they aim for strength training twice a week. As we age, we don't get as much benefit as we did when we were younger with that third day or fourth day or 5 days. Obviously, we get in shape when we're recovering, so we don't want to be doing 5 days a week of strength training. I don't care how you're flipping it around. If you have the time and you feel better with a third day lifting, then go for it. But aiming for 2 days of total body workouts, hitting all the body's movement patterns. That would be squat, lunge, hip pins, single leg stance for the lower body, upper body, horizontal push, horizontal row, vertical row. You want to make sure we're getting all those movement patterns in a week's time. Obviously, we need to do some power. We want to do some core strength. We want to make sure that we're varying the program's parameters, the load or the intensity, repetition range, and rest to keep the body adapting. You should be all set. If you're doing those things twice a week, you don't really need to go for a third day unless you just feel better doing it. We all always crunch for time, even if we're in our 60s or 70s or 80s and we're retired and we have some extra time. We get other things we might want to be doing. So twice a week is what you need to do for sure to make sure you're getting the benefits of that strength training. Be sure to include a comprehensive warm-up. It should include some static and dynamic stretching, some mobility and stability work. We need to make sure movements are happening in all the planes of motion to properly prepare the body for exercise. It's important to note that resistance training doesn't necessarily mean you have to lift heavy weights, although I do believe you should lift some heavier weights at times to make sure we're hitting the muscles in all different ways. We want to be lifting a little bit heavy. Sometimes we want to lift light. We want to lift more sets, fewer reps, maybe fewer sets, more reps. Depends on what we're going to do for that phase. But resistance training can involve using resistant bands, bodyweight exercise, and even household objects. So you don't necessarily need to go to a gym to take care of this. The keys is to challenge your muscles and gradually increase the intensity over time. But in addition to exercise, proper nutrition is critical in preventing muscle loss. Adequate protein intake is essential for muscle maintenance and repair. And I find so many people don't take in enough protein. They come into our facility, and we start to talk about protein. Number one, they may not necessarily even know what protein is. And number two, we really start to take a look at the amount that they're taking in. It's an inadequate amount to maintain and build this muscle mass that we're looking for. So research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that older adults should aim for a protein intake of around 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. Keep in mind that 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. I base mine off of our in-body scan, how much lean body mass I have. I have about 150 pounds of lean body mass, so I try to get in 150 grams of protein a day. Taking a look at that, if I'm eating 5 meals, I want to make sure I'm getting 30 grams of protein in each meal. A female that weighs 140, 150 pounds probably doesn't have that much lean body mass, maybe 80, 90 pounds of lean body mass. So then you'd be looking at 90 to 100 grams of protein per day. But if you don't have an in-body scan, if you don't know what your lean body mass is, aim for that number of 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram body weight. Incorporating high protein sources into your diet, such as lean meats, poultry, fish, dairy, legumes, and nuts, can help support muscle health. Additionally, Consuming a well balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats provides the necessary nutrients to support overall health and prevent muscle loss. Besides exercise and nutrition, maintaining an active lifestyle is critical for preventing frailty. Engaging in regular physical activity, not just exercise. We want to make sure we've talked about NEAT before. We want to make sure we're getting enough activity in during the day. So we want to make sure that maybe we're doing some walking, some cycling, some swimming, other things that can help improve our cardiovascular health, our mobility, and our overall fitness. So we don't want to just do strength training. We don't really necessarily want to just do cardiovascular training. We want to do a combination of both, and we just want to be overall active in our lives. It's important to find activities that you enjoy and that are suitable for your level of fitness. Furthermore, managing chronic disease is essential in preventing and combating frailty. Conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, and osteoporosis can contribute to muscle loss and physical decline. By working closely with healthcare professionals, following recommended treatments, and adopting a healthy lifestyle, we can better manage these conditions and reduce their impact on muscle health. So, in summary here, while the loss of muscle mass and frailty may become more prevalent around age 75, it doesn't mean you're destined for physical decline. You can do something about it. And if you're listening to this, you should be doing it at any age. If you're a teenager, if you're in your 20s, absolutely start a well-designed strength training program. If you're over 30, you need to get at it. Through regular exercise, proper nutrition, an active lifestyle, and managing chronic disease, we can proactively prevent and combat frailty, maintaining strength and vitality as we age. We want to be able to function when we get to 75. We're saving all this money, we're doing all these things, we're working so hard our whole lives. We want to be able to enjoy these extra years of life, and we want to be able to enjoy them doing things. So maintain that strength, maintain that muscle mass, keep away from frailty. I hope you found this discussion insightful and empowering. Remember, it's never too late to start taking care of your body. If you need some help with this, you can give us a call over at Y.E.S Fitness. Swing by, send us an email, set up a strategy session. It's free. We'll sit down. We'll talk about what you need to do. We'll give you a plan. We put a plan in place for you. We do remote coaching. So if you're out there and you can't get to our facility, we're more than happy to do some remote coaching. We're set up really well now with that since COVID hit. We have so many clients now that work out from home. If you'd like to pick up a copy of my book that has a strength training program in it, just check the notes above. Get Stronger, Live Longer. With that, there's some online programs as well. So there's really no excuse. If you listen to what I have to say and you like what I say, you like how I approach things, get a hold of me and I will give you help. Remember, it's never too late. So join us next time where we will explore more strategies to help you get fit, feel younger, and live better. Until then, stay strong, stay active, and embrace the journey ahead. Have a great night.